I now give the floor to the representative of Pakistan.
Thank you, Mr. President. Patient of Sudan,
providing the needed.
I thank the representative of Algeria. I now give the floor to the representative of Pakistan.
Thank you, Mr. President. I thank OCHA Director Ms. Edem Wosornu for her sobering briefing on the ground situation in Sudan. We welcome the participation of Sudan, Angola, Kenya, and Egypt in this meeting. Pakistan enjoys close fraternal relations with Sudan. The people of Pakistan are deeply grieved by the current ordeal of our Sudanese brothers and sisters. The conflict has caused immense human suffering. Close to a quarter of Sudan's population, at least 12 million people, have been displaced. 3 million have sought refuge in fragile neighboring states. Millions face acute hunger. The crisis has serious implications beyond Sudan's borders. Mr. President, I wish to make the following points on today's agenda. First, Pakistan firmly upholds and supports the unity, independence, sovereignty, and territorial integrity of Sudan. We condemn the attempts for establishment of a parallel government in Sudan, which aims at fragmenting the country. Any scheme that undermines the UN Charter principles will not yield a durable solution to the conflict and will further undermine regional and international peace and security. Second, we call for an immediate humanitarian ceasefire during the holy month of Ramadan. Both parties must respect the inviolability of human life during this blessed month. We should also see how the UN and this Council can support Sudan in protecting civilians, including through the national plan. Third, the violations of international humanitarian law must stop. The Jeddah Declaration on Protection of Civilians, which has been agreed by both parties, must be implemented in letter and spirit. The perpetrators of crimes must be held accountable. We reiterate our condemnation of Rapid Security Support Forces attack last month on the only functioning hospital in the besieged Al-Fashir, the Saudi teaching maternal hospital, which took more than 70 innocent lives. RSF must immediately stop its killing campaigns in Zamzam and Abu Shauk IDP camps. The Council needs to ensure implementation of its resolutions on Sudan, including Resolution 2736, demanding that the RSF lift the siege of Al-Fashir. Fourth, the worsening food security situation in the country is alarming. More than 24.6 million people, over half the population, face high levels of acute food insecurity. We encourage the international community to work with the Sudanese government in addressing the humanitarian crisis in the country. We appreciate the steps taken by the Sudanese government in opening additional air, sea, and land borders for humanitarian aid delivery and extending the Adre border crossing, which has brought some improvements in the humanitarian situation. The international community must also help to alleviate the humanitarian crisis in Sudan by bridging the 36% funding gap for humanitarian appeals relating to Sudan. In 2025, Sudan will need $4.2 billion to support nearly 21 million people. Lastly, Mr. President, Pakistan commends the efforts of the personal envoy of the Secretary General, Mr. Lamamra, and encourages all parties to engage with him in good faith. We support various peace initiatives being taken to bring stability in Sudan. These initiatives must be consolidated in a manner to complement each other, under the auspices of the UN and the personal envoy of the Secretary General. Most important is to have a political process that is inclusive and addresses comprehensively various dimensions of the situation. The United Nations should see how we can support the political roadmap suggested by the Sudanese government. Mr. President, 2 years of continuous death and destruction has made it amply evident that there can be no victory on the battlefield in Sudan. We call on the parties to implement an immediate, permanent, and unconditional ceasefire and engage in dialogue to find a sustainable political resolution for the sake of the Sudanese people. I thank you.